Up until now, birth control options for men have been pretty limited, right? But that could soon change. A new contraceptive being developed by researchers in the U.S. It just cleared trials in mice, and tests with humans are next. Joining me now with more CTV science and technology specialist. He's a human. He's also a man. He's Dan Riskin. Good morning.
I am a human. Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so curious about this contraceptive idea for men and the concept and everything. So explain to me, as I find my words, how does this thing work?
Well, yeah, you and I both have 3 kids, I believe. So we're following this kind of news very closely. Right now, the options for men are a condom or a vasectomy, and that's basically it. Women have the pill. And, you know, you had an interesting conversation going into this about, you know, who you can trust and who should have the responsibility. But ultimately, I think everybody can agree both parties should have veto power over whether you're going to have kids or not. And so this does put a tool into the male's toolbox. So what we've got here is something that's been tested on mice. It's a pill. They take it for 4 weeks and their sperm count drops to basically 0, 99% effective. They basically are sterile. And then if they go off the pill, 4 to 6 weeks later, everything comes back online and they're making functional sperm again. And there seem to be no side effects in those mice. And so there's a lot of enthusiasm that this might work for humans too.
Okay, so let's talk about humans. Trials with humans are expected, to begin later this year? But you say don't get too excited about the drug just yet. How come?
Yeah, well, so the way that this pill works is it doesn't actually affect hormones, which is actually one of its strengths, but might end up being a weakness. It's hard to know. So birth control pills for men in the past have been aimed at testosterone, and testosterone is blocked. Testosterone, does a whole bunch of different things in the body. And when you block testosterone, you do affect sperm production, but you also affect the urge to have sex in the first place, among other things. And so there could be depression, there could be other issues like that. So what this does is it blocks something involving vitamin A that actually is involved in the production of sperm itself. So the question is, when we switch this over to humans, is that vitamin A component going to become an issue? Because there are a whole bunch of different things that happen in the human body that involve vitamin A. So the question is whether this is actually going to work as nicely as it does in the mice. We see no side effects in mice, even if they take 100 times the normal dose. But is that going to be true in humans? And it's a big step to human trials.
Listen, I remember taking a bunch of different pills trying to find the right one. There were a whole bunch of side effects. I just love how we're waiting until this one's perfect for the man to start taking. Anybody else thinking that?
There's absolutely that take on things. I mean, you know, in a lot of ways, this looks like it's going to be easier than what women have gone through in the past. And people feel a sense that, like, well, how come they have it so easy? But, you know, medicine in general is moving towards being easier for everyone. Right. And I think we can all agree that another tool in the toolbox would be good for everyone, men and women and anyone else.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. Okay, so when could this become available?
Well, so if the human trials start this year, then there will be a whole bunch of logistical issues and legal issues for it to come to market. But I think there's a big drive, you know, to have this be available economically. And it's the kind of thing that makes a lot of money for the drug maker as well, because it's a pill that people would have a demand for a long time, unlike other kinds of pills that make things go away. And then, you know, once the numbers of disease or whatever go down, they're not as popular. But when it comes to something like Viagra, one of the best-selling drugs ever, this might be something like that. So there's huge economics behind this and a lot of enthusiasm.
All right, we'll see. Dan Riskin, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.